Hello and welcome back to Tales of Arise. It's been a few days for me, so I went fishing a bunch just to get used to it, and it turns out it's pretty in-depth. I'll actually just...
There's something in the water.
For a really basic, thing in general, I've caught 17 kinds of fish, and then he tells me where I can go find more. He also gives me stuff like every 5 or so, 3 or 4, and I went back to all the cities. God damn it! All the cities, Vicent and Sisladen and Ulzebek. Went back there to the inns, and those shops apparently each had like a unique lure I could buy. So I was just screwing around and found that, and then
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed.
It shows you exactly.
Counting on this.
It shows you exactly what fish you can get and which ones react to certain things. So, like, you can use the right bait to help you try to get it. But, like, if I'm looking specifically for a Talka trout, only that one responds to both triangle and square.
Where should I cast my
so
line?
if I, like, went up here and hit triangle, square, nothing
Okay,
responded.
Change of plans.
So if you're looking for a specific one, you do that. I completely figured this out. When I first tried it, I was like, what? It felt a little off, but it's not as bad as it seems. I'm not gonna sit and catch fish on for the recordings because it'll take a while. But I also haven't rested here because I didn't know if there'd be a cutscene.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
More fashion.
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
I figured Law would have said something in the first place. It is quite... It's not protecting anything. Her back is completely open. She kind of contradicted herself there. Alright, so I also did their... Let's go rare ore and go longer time.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Sure. Ooh, oh good. I also did their novice training, and my god, they take a while. Like, they're very weak right now, and it took forever to do each of them. Let's hang out with... We haven't hung out with Dohalim.
Care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
Is it?
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
Oh,
We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
was totally stuck on that whole friends want to hear each other's opinions. That's
Shall we get moving?
that seems a little foreign to me. My friends, well, nothing against my friends. I just don't feel like anything I say, it doesn't matter. It's just a way to set up a conversation so that they can start talking about themselves. It's okay. They don't watch this, and even if they do, you know, I still care for everyone. Anyways, chicken, not great. I've sent them out many times. We have a lot of meat. Unfortunately, horse meat is a thing. I didn't know that's
Something feels odd here. Be on
what I
your
was
guard.
doing. I don't like the idea of horse meat. I really don't.
I just noticed none of you other Dahnans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Oh.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
No
To be
core.
completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Dahnan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Yeah. Man, you guys got to space out the skits a little bit.
This sure is one rugged road.
Let me walk a
They'd
little.
keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Yeah, this road isn't so bad. Although I'm not technically walking it, so I can't say. Are you just... Oh, new Hawks. I mean... what were you weak to? It's actually been a while since I've fought. Alright, they're weak to Earth. Good. Oh no, I need Dohalim. I forgot about that. Come on.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! In a bind! Ready and ready!
I finally got to use his and practice the whole binding thing. That was
Say no more!
interesting. We still haven't seen Dohalim and Rinwell.
Sure showed them.
And Dohalim and Kisara. How are you not part of that group? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just swap you out now. Yeah.
This one's tough.
Can you take it?
Okay, so
Can you take it? Take it.
I barely got to play as him, but he only has 2 moves right now, which kind of makes him...
My specialty.
well, technically he's got 4, but one of them's just a
Sounds like a
cast.
job for yours truly.
I'm not done. Begin. You're mine.
But he definitely does good when he gets his perfect dodge in. Oh! Ooh. That's an interesting... turning the shield into a giant blade. That was a pretty good one. Alright, how big is this one? Okay, bunch of winding roads. We have 3 different paths going off of here. And that... You gonna teach me how to play him? This is a pain. Why can't this Zoogle stand still?
All right.
Perhaps it's time to deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. Oh. Okay. Dohalim's boost attack grows vines from the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-footed enemies, this nullifies their evasive abilities and downs them. Yep. And his will take them down as long as it hits, I think. Or they might have to be fast enemies. We don't even have him in the party. Not that you can't do it with him in the back line, but...
There's nowhere to run from my art.
Just gotta wait for it to build.
That's our chance.
There we go. And they stay still pretty often. Oh, that didn't count? I might have to hit the other one.
In a bind.
There. I mean, I already learned this because I had to do the novice training, so... Fast enemies like wolves and monkeys appear. Send Dohalim. Its boost attack will nullify... Yeah, you mentioned.
Can't get out of this.
I think we actually fought these enemies in his novice training, too. Pretty sure.
No further.
I love that this is the theme. Just really peaceful guitar.
I have no limits.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Stay still. And missed a card. Oh, I think they're both dead.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Dahnan relics.
New game mechanic?
They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher. Okay. Ages ago, this worn-down hammer was used to beat back crocodiles. Those skilled enough to dual-wield it were lauded as champions. Artifacts. Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them. Oh, it's like potentite or whatever in Berseria. Oh, I wasn't aware that this game would have anything like that. Some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. You can toggle each of the effects on or off from the artifacts effect list. Huh. Oh no. Oh my god, this is exactly... You waited this long to give me this? You can now set 6 additional arts. Press triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. Arts that are set to the second panel can be executed by holding L2. I've been waiting... Well, not waiting. I didn't think... I thought we'd just have 3 buttons the whole time. This is... I'm so happy about this. I know my face is straight-faced, but what can you do?
In the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Okay, before you guys finish talking, I forgot to look at this. This... For clearing novice train... That's not the one. The one I just got was here. No, we're on Alphen. It was Dohalim, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, for the artifacts. Okay. Do you have another one for acquired 8 artifacts? Oh, this is all about his special. I'm going to increase perfect guard, AG restore, and then normal limit for sure. And how do we...
No.
Oh, no, there was a menu for it. No, that's arts. Well, first of all... Oh my god, I even get 3 more aerial attacks? This is great. Wow, that's gonna take a minute to set up. I'm gonna do that on my own in a second, but I want to look at... There it is. This was grayed out. Effect name. Arts set +1. Oh, just owning this is what gave us 6 arts. Oh. Okay. Let me set that up quick, because everyone needs 6 arts on their thing. Okay. That took a bit to get all of them set up, but everyone's set up decently. I'm going to forget a lot. I put the healing on the secondary arts for Shionne and Dohalim, just so, you know. I keep casts on the back so that if I'm going to spam something, it's mostly, you know, the actual strike attacks, ground attack, and have to hold L2 and consciously heal someone or resurrect them or etc. if I play as them.
Weapon material when I see it.
This is great news though.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Did he? Oh, this is a dead end. Those aren't gonna drop, right? Oh, well. Let's test this out with the new stuff.
I'll do my
Tempestuous Mass. Wait, what are you weak to? Earth. Okay. Oh, it's so good.
Not today.
Why can't they just sit still?
Shionne, can you take care of them?
Leave the enemies arts and me.
Make it rain. No complaints here. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Here's a healing arc.
Let's see about you, because I have a bunch of normal ones, and then I have... Hold that. Charge.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This is everything I was hoping for. It's ridiculous. Oh, you are very much gonna die. Okay, good.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. go!
Oh, that no.
Looking fearsome.
Oh.
Be rubbing off on me.
It's gonna be harder.
You're most I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
It's gonna be harder to try to
Feel my
dodge
power growing.
because I'll be a little too focused on that, having a secondary menu. So we'll get used to it eventually. I expect to die and flail a lot while I'm getting used to this, though. All right, you're the same set. Skip.
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good.
Raging Storm.
We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best. It's so hilly around here. I
Pepper.
can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to it.
EXP bonus. I'm sorry, you guys need to stop talking
But we have no choice.
outside of skits. No, really, I enjoy it a lot. But they're not gonna finish their conversation. I lost it just to keep that EXP bonus. All right, we've already fought one set of these, but
I'll take you all on.
oh, I didn't know you were an over limit. We've already fought one set of these, so this is the last time I'll fight them.
Where are you going?
Oh, they're not considered flying.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Look, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Radiant light!
Oh.
Here I come.
Yes, I got Swallow Blade back. I can't help it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Combat just feels so fluid now.
I
Here,
feel
stay out of the eyes.
sprightlier than before.
It feels so fluid, but I feel this game is still pretty damn tough. Speaking of that, we need to go to the left. Fishing gives you quite a bit of money. I made a lot of money. I don't know if you were able to see my items there, but oh, let me run past you. I have like 8 orange shell now, so we can fish whenever we're low.
Blow them away.
Have we seen that one? I don't think we've seen that one.
Concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired.
I have no idea. I was getting my ass handed to me.
We got some good equipment.
I can't
Stonewing
say its
Mantle.
appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Is it for Dolahim? Dohalim. I'm gonna keep calling you Dolahim. I keep mixing those up. All right, we're gonna skip past to you. Also, I did buy all the old equipment that I accidentally sold, all the weapons that can be upgraded.
More
So
den and ruins here too, I see.
at least we're ready for that.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Man, this place is very green. Ooh,
What's
red
this?
sage. That is big HP, 100 HP. I need Shionne alive. Honestly, everything keeps going to Shionne. Her healing is very good.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Whoa, I like that one.
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm very much running out of CP. Which way is forward? Because that's the way I'm trying to avoid.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here. Quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What?
I can't even see it. Okay, this is a dead
What's
end.
this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Huh, damn it.
Go no further!
See, this is the problem. Every time they start talking, I sit there and I have to wait. I don't know. I feel like after every battle, you should just hide in a corner and not move until they're done. It's the only way you can do it.
The enemy wields arts.
It's great because I like listening to them talk. I like their dialogue. It just I wish they'd stop me or something, so I had to listen to it. But I guess if you were playing the game second time through, that would be pretty irritating. I'm going to use an orange gel. It costs, I don't know, like 10 fish for an orange gel, but I really don't want to go back. I was so preoccupied dealing with the Zoogle, I slipped and fell. Make sure you don't make the same mistake as me. Raging Stormbeaks. I still don't know what those are for yet. Probably one of the weapons I'm working on. Inhibitor crystals. That's an accessory item. Excuse me. Oh. They're not following right. I love how they don't actually stop, so you can't, like, farm. If I go up and grab this, they're just gonna run into me in a second. Oh, they didn't see me. Scaled crystal. Oh. You think they don't see me? No, I can't get past them.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Sure. Ooh. With this, you can become even less dead, because, man, people are taking a lot of damage. I feel like I'm grinding a lot between episodes, and it's still not quite enough. I like that the game is this difficult, though. In most games now, it's just like, okay, bring enough items, it's no problem. I mean, FF15, you can literally beat the game just by having enough items. Well, I mean, for the most part. That game has changed a lot since it was first released. It's a little more interesting now. I mean, I love that game. It's also funny that I can't fish with Alphen, and that he comments on Kisara's fishing, but in Noctis voice. Oh. He said it's downhill, so we're probably going to the bottom right. I'll go down here first. Okay. I will grab that on the way back, because I don't want to run into those enemies. Guys, will you leave me alone? That's a lot of enemies. Nothing over here. Excuse me? Are you kidding me?
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
No. Bring up help. Oh. I guess we're gonna use another orange. It's fine. We need to get through this area anyways, and that's 6,000 gold though. I came here looking for food and weapons, but it's nothing but Zoogles around here. Not that I have anything to worry about because of you now. Tempest Stone. You still gotta get back. We're not helping you with that. Ugh. Man, they got some big hitboxes on. I needed to grab this. They're not chasing me. What do you think inhibitor is? For accessories. I mean, we got poison, paralysis. Inhibitor seems like silence or something. Wait. Did we did go off there. I don't know which. Okay, the Lord's Keep's that way, which means this place is optional. Probably blocked off. We still have that like castle moat thing that in Sislodia that hasn't come down, and that one guy blocking a boulder, saying there were dangerous Zoogles in the Aglia Waste. Is that what it's called? I think. So a lot of places like have blocked off areas on the way back. Just Getting a bunch of inhibitor crystals. Alright, where do you go? Oh no, the music changed. Ridge. Wait, is this the way forward? They said it's all downhill from here and we were at the top, but this is clearly higher than we were last cutscene. Or voice line. Oh. Ooh. Secret boss thing? Tower? Well, we got a fast travel point for it, so.
Over there?
God, it's actually massive. And there's a free camping
Judging
point
by
here.
the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
You guys want to rest here?
You can't smell that. Let's rest here quick. Maybe we'll get some info.
Guess I'll polish up my sword.
Look at that thing. That's all you got. That's the only line. They took a lot from 15 here, I feel. Just style-wise, with the way we camp and cook and the little choices here. We're getting all our CP back here, so we're gonna be good on that front. Maybe we want heal CP after battle? It seems like we still have a little ways to go.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Oh, hiccup, stop it. Ooh, La Kisara. I don't think we've had a Kisara one. Maybe we have, but we'll get another one.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
That was
Come
her
on,
last
you
one.
don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well,
He doesn't remember.
It's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
Alphen does have a point, though. Yeah, I forgot we did
Before
one
we
with her
go,
already.
do you guys have everything?
It seems like they just continue on from the previous bond. That old tower and the ridge it stands on have long since been overrun with Zeugles. I'd only venture up there if you know exactly what you're doing. Sure. God damn it, we got horse meat again. I'm not getting any more horses. I don't... I don't want horses. I don't want any of this, but... let's go triple cow. Why not? Oh, wow, we have 10,000 gold still. Ooh, and I can make refining gale. That's expensive. I can make this also expensive. Okay. I'm looking for one that's a big upgrade. Like this one is a big upgrade. Ooh, that's a huge upgrade, and you are very weak right now. Okay. We're getting yours. And this 24. This is a pretty big upgrade too for him. Okay. And that's it. Managed ranch. I do want them in the party though. So we're gonna get rid of you and you for now.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Actually, we need to save. I have no idea if we're gonna be in trouble here in a minute. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. Oh, I missed that rock. Astralar.
Not this way, I guess.
I don't know why I just thought you'd jump this or something. Wait. Can you? Can you jump it from up there? If you can't, we'll just get out of here, but...
Not this way, I guess.
No. I guess we're gonna have to break it. Or something. So... I guess... Oh, we gotta walk all the way back. We'll take that last path we haven't taken. Okay. Fully searched everywhere else. Sorry, I am probably too thorough for like a interesting Let's Play, but this is how I do it. Please don't tell me that does 0 damage. I just don't care about jumping off then. Okay. Really? There's nothing? This would be a good owl spot.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along, but it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
Fishing
what are you
and
talking about?
defending
You know
us.
how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Come on,
What is
it's
it?
not that bad.
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, Sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Okay. Can we just call Rinwell Waka? I swear.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Dahnan to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah,
None of them
I
are.
don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn?
No.
Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
I feel like you should be open to it, but don't push it on him. Especially in this world. Uh-oh.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Oh.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
They get along so well. Is it him? Oh, it is him.
Been looking for you. For me? Why?
Let me guess. That was a voice that would scream, brother. Oh.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
What? Uh-oh. Oh, he's got 189,000 health, and he's got, like, this is under half. Wow, I can't imagine fighting him at full strength then.
Why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Let's see your moves first. Big spins.
Who the...
Was that... How much damage was that? That was a lot of damage. I don't want her to waste CP.
Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
It's unbelievable.
Okay.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Wait, now he's at full health? How does that work? Here, we got so many peach gels that I'm just gonna do it. Didn't even help. Didn't even matter.
I'll bring you back from
I can carve through armor.
All right. First goal is to just die to him, I think. God, he's fast. I can't even. Guess this is what you do to stop him. Oh, it didn't even work.
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Where are you going?
What? Use your Mystic Art. Why don't you use your Mystic Art?
It's time to
Okay.
finish this. Die! Consuming wildfire!
I hope this thing is medically approved.
Bring you back from death's abyss.
Oh no, they're both doing that. Oh, okay.
Reputation ruined. Regenerate.
Enjoy.
Let us take to the from beyond. Imbue them.
So
From beyond. Imbue
I'm just going to die quick. I want to see if I have to beat him because I don't want to waste all these items.
What was I thinking?
Good old Swallow Blade.
You picked the wrong fight.
There we go. I just had to wait. That would have been a waste of so many orange bottles and stuff. Oof. It's just dragging him around. Oh. Get him, Hoodle. Oh. I mean, this is awesome. I don't think we've had a scene like this yet.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
You just shot him in the head.
Oh? A wretch like you?
Oh, it's the Master Core. We're fine. Probably. Oh, that was a good scream.
Till next time.
Okay.
Shionne, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shionne.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
I mean, I know they can't put like a hole in the chest there, but it was right in the Master Core. It was pretty clear. Would she even die? I'm so confused about her.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shionne, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
I didn't understand any of that. That was very blurry.
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shionne was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
It came from him.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahna astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shionne to rest.
Excuse me? I mean, Rinwell got thrown into a rock wall pretty hard. I think she needs to rest too. La got dragged around like a doll. Seriously, they got beat to hell. It was awesome though, and very interesting scene. I thought it was maybe the Master Core, just like the arrow went through her and it didn't affect, you know, it just activated the Master Core. But now that I think about it, the way they're talking about it, I don't think that's what saved her. Clearly, Alphen emitted some healing or something when he screamed. I don't know. I don't like to think too much into it, so I don't like get spoiled. But that's the gist of what I think. All right, I want to use orange gel, but I think we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll run into a camp here. Okay.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that.
You just... We'll leave that. Also, I'm pretty sure from one of those little flashback glimpses, it was her. Or someone in her outfit. Something like that. Which is weird because she didn't have that outfit. Does that mean wherever she got that outfit, maybe he knows the person who originally owned it? And she just looks the same? I don't know. It could be just completely unrelated. All right, where are we going? The next place is of the Four Winds. Niez. Interesting.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
Darkwings.
It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
Guys.
This is horrible.
I feel like we would have heard about
no
this.
one here?
Like, wouldn't Dohalim have at least heard about this a little bit? Interesting.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
That was in the past, though. Raising Dohalim.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
Oh,
I
God.
can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionne has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Apparently.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was not the right thing to ask, sir. Alright, well. I didn't think we were going to get any story. We're just going to get here in this one. But that last scene, I'm gonna think on it for a few minutes. Probably rewatch it. But that was certainly interesting. I hope we can recover our CP before we run into a battle. It seems pretty straightforward. I don't think this is considered the town. There will still probably be a town somewhere. Because either that or the people just are gone and they'll have to return later. This is very desolate, though, and tiny. Huh. Well, either way, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.